So this bin has been opened with the name of content edit 01 as we had renamed this. So right now there is nothing in this bin. So what I would like to do is I would take these footages. I would take these footages by coming on the project panel, selecting this, and by pressing Control on Windows or Command on Macintosh. So you can just quickly select them, and from your left click of the mouse you can just drag and drop it here. So what we see now is the bin with the name of content edit 01 now has two videos which we had imported directly on our project panel and not inside any bin, but ideally it should be created in our bin. So now suppose if we want to create multi bins here, so as this is my content edit 01, I would like to create one new bin again. So I would click here new bin. So this is again a sub bin inside our bin of content edit 01. I would like to name this as video. Would select these both and would again drag and drop inside this. So these both now have my videos. I cancel this. Again, I want to create another bin of audio, and later we can import an audio here itself. So what this basically does is like it keeps our work, it keeps our edit pretty much organized. When we want our files to be called, it can be easily called and it can be easily worked on. I would again save my project. Make sure you have this habit of saving your project in around 10 to 15 minutes of an interval. Yeah, so we are over with this project panel. Now coming back to the source panel. This, if you see, this is the time, this is the fit window. These are the different kind of windows which you want to see. I would suggest fit is the best one. We had already seen this. This is only for drag video only, and this is only for drag audio only. What if I click here? If I click here, it would only show me the audio. If only audio needs to be imported to our timeline. Yeah, so it is playing the audio. Right now I don't want only audio. I want the video as well as audio. Coming to this is the playback resolution. Right now it is playing in half resolution. It depends again upon your system configuration. How much RAM is it? Does it have a graphic card? So right now I would like to keep this as full. This is the settings of our source monitor. This is composite gang source and program. Right now this is composite video. If I click on audio waveform, it will only show me the audio waveform. And this is a channel which is known as alpha channel. It contains transparency. This video is fully opaque, so there is no transparency as well. So we would stick back to composite video. It's the same playback resolution as it is here, full. This is the pause resolution, like once the video is paused, what kind of resolution would you like to have? So it's better if you have this half. Please note this is the playback resolution, which once the video is played would show this, and this is the pause resolution. Once the video is paused, it would drop down to half. This is loop if you want the video to be looped again. So if you see this, once the video reaches to the endpoint, it would again go back to the loop from the starting to our endpoint. So I don't want that, so I would remove the loop. This is the show transport controls. So transport generally means the scrubber. If you want to zoom in or zoom out or something like that. Show audio time units, we don't want that at right now. Show markers, these are basically our markers, the in point and the out point. Different options which we do not want at our source monitor, like safe margins, we do not want it here. So it again depends upon your preference. If you want, you can have it overlays, then overlay settings. So these are not required at this, because source monitor is only required like when we are importing any footage from our project and we want that video or that in and out, the video with in and out marked specific video into our timeline. So yeah, this is the end time, like how much long is your footage. So what I would now show is the different options available in our source monitor. This is mark-in. Sorry, I do not want my mark-in to be changed, as I'd already marked this in. This is our mark out, and this is our go to shift in, go to shift out. This is step back one frame. As I said, if you want to step back one frame, you can also play with your you can press the left arrow of your keyboard like this, as I'm pressing right now, or you can also click. This is the play button, which also it is a toggle button, which means it can be played and can be paused, and the same thing can be done with the help of our spacebar on the keyboard. This is the next frame, can again be controlled with the right arrow of the keyboard. This is shift out, and we have all seen this. This is the insert. Like once if you click on insert, it comes to our timeline. And now suppose if I don't want this, so what I'll do is I'll select this and I'll hit delete or del button. Another way of removing this from your timeline would be enable. So what this does is, like, the video and along with the audio stays here, but it is enabled. Sorry, it is disabled, as we have already checked off on enable. So again, if I enable it from here, the video comes again. The other thing would be cut. Yeah, so it again cuts. If you want to be pasted over here on a different time, you can paste it here. So our video is pasted, and if you want it totally to be removed, then you can just select like this, or you can just select like this, and then can click on delete, or you can press delete from your spacebar. This is add markers. If you want to add any marker here for your preference, like suppose if you would like to start your video from here, so you can start add marker here. So if you see, a green kind of marker has come here, and again the shortcut for that would be pressing M on your keyboard. I would just press M here without going from here. I just pressed M here and a marker has been created. So if I double click on this marker, I can also add a label to it. Like I can write this as house, and can change its color also, and can click on OK. So if you notice here, the change color has been reflecting here and it has changed to house. So this customization becomes pretty easy for the user while editing the video. Another point would be, suppose this is a frame, but I want to extract this image out from the video. This is a very pretty cool technique, like for the users who do not know how to export a image out of a single image out of a video. So we can click here and then can click here, export frame. So what this feature would do is, it would only export this particular frame into an image. I would name this as screenshot 1. These are the different formats which Premiere is providing. BMP, which means bitmap, DPX, GIF, JPG, PNG, Targa, TIFF. So the standard one is JPEG, which stands for Joint Photographers. Stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group, and I can have my location specified. I can have a screenshot folder, select folder, and it also asks me if I want to import this image or this frame after once it gets imported. So I would click on import into project. So okay, so if you see here, this screenshot one has been imported to our project, and even if you would like to check, then yeah, so this screenshot folder which we had created, it's there. And if you double click here, yeah, the JPEG, the frame which we had exported, the JPEG is there.